Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Flying Fluffy Hockey live stream for the Florida Panthers and Detroit Red Wings game. How's everybody doing? Well, I guess I was gonna ask Jaws if he wanted to. How's everybody doing? Colin, Damien, Winterfell, how you doing? Operation Let Ottawa Pass the Panthers is a go. Hello, JC. Hey, Amanda. How you doing? I'm right here. So, hello, Derek. How you doing? I guess I'll get the games going. Were we gonna try on the TV?
No, I'll call it.
Amanda says, "Could we have you awake for this game?" Yeah, Samo Gold tonight is definitely a possibility. They finally have him on a line with. They finally have him on the line with Barkov and Reinhardt. Yeah, another cold day. All right. So it should be. Winterfell says it's rainy where he is.
Should still be locked in.
There it is.
There it is. Hey.
Hello, Austin.
Okay. Okay. Obviously, we're going to do that for the channel. The bracket challenge.
Oh, yeah, the bracket challenge.
I need to go get my dumbbells. I want to have the dumbbells again now. That time of year.
Do you use the loan service?
Absolutely not. I have you.
Winterfell says Samo and Barkov goal tonight. Shall we say 3-1 Panthers?
Over 145 years of helping fuel miniature milestones and big moments. Because goodness comes in many flavors. Quaker, bring out the good.
Colin says, I want the Samo goal, but a Magna goal would be funny because of Marchand and Sturm.
All right. Not this guy again.
Cam Talbot. And there's Bob.
Just been magnificent, Randy. And, you want a goalie to play a certain way heading into the playoffs.
27-7-2, 188 goals against average career versus Detroit. That's Bob. Colin says the classic 2-1 game incoming.
Okay, let's go. All right.
Whistle.
So after Samoskevich gets 2 goals tonight, does Verhage ever get his job back?
All right, so
There's that great jump the other night in that win over Toronto game. They really controlled, continue to limit the opposition.
Barkov with the puck. He sends it up to Reinhardt, but now it's Reinhardt with the puck. Shot blocked, and out of play. Benjamin says, "What's up, Jaws and Kyle?"
Hey, bud.
Derek says he hopes all is well with Nick from Twisted Wrister. Haven't heard from him in a while.
Yeah, he's good. He's okay. I still talk to him every once in a while. He's in good shape.
Nico Sturm back in the lineup tonight.
You got Schmidt still paired up with Forsling without Aaron Ekblad, who's back practicing in Dimitri Kulikov.
All right, Schmidt with the puck. His shot is deflected. Rodriguez tries to get it over to Greer. Did we send Puljujärvi back down?
I don't think so.
I did not see him on the list of scratches. I saw.
Right? I mean, we could have. We could have.
Marchand with the puck.
It's time to get a goal now. Oh, Lundell, you got to take that shot. Come on, man. Beautiful setup for Marchand, and you just choked it up. I'm just practicing yelling at the TV for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Nice play.
Marchand.
Oh, right in front.
Luosterainen.
But do you see what Marchand does for those two?
Yeah.
What a difference. That's going to pay dividends in the playoffs. Second goal by Lundell, backhand. That's 2 setups in that one shift there that could have easily been goals.
By the time the playoffs start, they've got 5 lines that you could roll out there. Complete 5 lines.
All right, so now rolls up ahead. Gadjo probably goes for the change there.
They leave that impression on the coaching staff and deem themselves as an answer. And there's no set line. It's certainly done that.
All right, here's the no sick line. Seth Jones sends it wide.
It's his own rebound. Oh, man. Greer wasn't paying attention. Who was that? Reinhardt?
Samoskevich. Now it's the Samoskevich Reinhardt Barkov line. Oh man, Samoskevich couldn't get the shot off from right in front.
Jones broke it up. He comes free side of the net. Forsling got a stick on it. Now it's the dangerous Patrick Kane back for Petrie. And Jones.
Okay.
Winterfell says Marchand is an assist keen. He will take it if he can, but he would rather pass it and hope the goalie takes the bait.
Yeah.
Are you saying he's an older Barkov? We already have an assist keen on this team.
Yeah, but Lundell Luosterainen needed a guy like him.
Fair point.
That's a way better fit than Tarasenko was.
Speak of the devil, there he is.
Yeah. I mean, look at that pass. Oh, it was a good save by Talbot.
Hey, Daniel the Beach Bum, thank you for the 2.
Hey, thank you, Daniel. Thank you, bud.
He asks, are you coming to any playoff games in Florida? I'll bring beer.
I appreciate that. No, we're here.
Yeah.
I haven't finished paying for the trip in January.
If we win the lottery, we'll go to the
Yeah.
Eastern Conference Finals games in Washington.
Yeah, if we win the lotto, we'll stream from Washington.
Great White asks Jaws, what is the oldest jersey you have from any team?
Oh, well, this red one is pretty old. It might be this one. I don't know. I think I have a. Do I have a Penguins one? No. I mean, this jersey is at least 20 years old.
It's a 90s one.
Yeah.
Derek says he can see the starter logo.
The starter, yeah. So it's closer to 30, actually. This has got to be the oldest one I have.
Send it into the glove of Talbot, who will hold on.
Yeah, you talk about the Detroit Red Wings.
But the oldest thing I have Panthers is I have my winter jacket. I bought that inaugural year, and then Scott Mellenby signed it. His signature is worn off by now, obviously. Scott Mellenby signed it at the old Hollywood Square Mall, for those of you who know where that was. That's how long ago I bought that jacket. It's the only winter jacket I've had all these years. Waterproof, perfect.
Great White says I've got a 92 and Sharks and 93 Panthers.
Nice.
Nick Stein says, is Lions still backing up for the Red Wings? He's actually a scratch tonight.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So they must be carrying 3 guys. Maybe they brought up a young kid. Oh, miss.
Kane's Dolphin says where Adam Walsh went missing.
Yep.
Hollywood Square Mall.
Hollywood Square Mall. Yep. Oh,
Wow.
Jesus. What the hell was that?
Defensive lapse.
I don't want to have to lift already. Who screwed this up? Who can we bitch about?
That would be Forsling.
No, I didn't even think. So Forsling went to get the guy.
And Schmidt was there.
Schmidt was late.
DeBrincat just scored his 250th career goal. And we are losing. Yay.
Let me go do my lifting. All right.
The last time Florida beat Tampa, they went to the finals.
That's a good point. How about this? Every year that we've beaten Boston in the playoffs, we've been to the finals. No Boston this year. Okay.
So, yeah. Already have given up a goal. Metallic says, why can't we ever do that? The no-look pass to the front and then score. I presume that's what he's saying.
Yeah. Well, without Chucky, there's nobody really been in front. Oh, geez, that almost.
here after that goal. Raymond's shot blocked away by Rodriguez, and that puck up into the netting. Just underway.
Oh, already commercial? Damn.
Rodriguez struck first.
Oh.
Daniel the Beach Bum, thank you for the 2.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, bud.
Says, well, shit. Still, hopefully, though.
Yeah. He'll be all right.
I'm sorry, Popeyes. You would have to pay me to drink pickle lemonade.
Yeah. I'm going to have to agree with you there.
Ugh. I'm not drinking pickle lemonade for less than five big ones.
Is that right?
Yeah, someone wants to give me $500 to drink some disgusting lemonades.
Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love.
All right. Well, time to bring the push-ups back. Gotta get ready for the playoffs.
Unaware that Robinhood Gold members now have VIP treatment. The 3% IRA match from retirement contributions. Once they discover their privileges are no longer exclusive, professional reality will plunge into disarray.
Will we do an NFL draft live stream for the Dolphins? Sure, why not? Right, Dad?
Everyone would likely be available defensively. Kulikov stated this morning he's on track to return before the playoffs.
Chucky had a lower body injury.
Yeah.
Damien is asking, will we do an NFL draft live stream?
Just depends on if there's hockey or not during the. You know what I mean?
Good news that Ekblad's back with the team. You know, the NHL makes that rule like when you're allowed to rejoin about 10 days, give or take a day. Till game 1 of the
Playoff hockey obviously has to come first. Boy. All right, I don't want to lift anymore this period. Okay?
Marchand with the puck. Wrister goes high because, of course, it does.
Controls and he'll tuck it back, and everybody will go for a change. 3 to go after tonight in the regular season for the Panthers. We're back on Saturday here from Hammer Bank Arena. The Hot Sabres coming to town. 5:30 with pregame show. You get a whistle and a stoppage. We'll let you know you can enter.
All right.
All right.
It's your chance to win big as the winners chosen during the third period of each home game.
Silva says, what if we started scoring goals?
This is his energy line for the Florida Panthers. The Panthers talking about that. They're so productive now. You got Nosek back in there. Greer, Yajevich, the physicality that this team or this line brings, and look for that. Playoffs.
All right, so Gadget with the puck.
And they'll have bodies, assuming everybody's available. You know, extra bodies that you can plug in when deemed needed. These three play together as line most of the season. And I'll tell you what, Randy, give Tomas Nosek a lot of credit. They trade for Sturm at the deadline, sits out for a while, he comes right back in.
Oh, no.
Playing as well as he has
Oh,
all
good.
season. That's a pro right there.
Good job by Jones.
Gadjevich, he's done the same the last couple of years. Gadjevich with the carry and the shot blocker save.
Talbot makes a save against Gadjo. Forsling held the puck in. Gadjo with the puck.
Panthers hold in, but that puck deflects and goes up over the glass.
Yeah, it's all about getting
10:29 to go in the first.
Doesn't matter. That's the way the Panthers game has been based now for 3+ years is when they're in that offensive zone. And yeah, you're going to get that first opportunity. You see Gus Forsling with 11 goals. That's a career high for him. And it's after the first shot that are you going to be able to retrieve it? And if your feet are moving and you're determined, that's the Panthers' game.
Panthers control off the draw. Barkov's line on the ice, looking to respond. They were on when the Wings got that goal.
Forsling with the shot.
Oh, geez.
Barkov's right there, and so was Reinhardt. Yeah, so.
He comes around to Petrie, and he gets the clear. Larkin squeezed off there by Barkov.
Schmidt with the puck.
Rickett shovels it in front. Cut off by Schmidt. Rodriguez fights through a check. Gets down the wing, picked up by Jesper Boquist. He hangs on. Now Rodriguez one time deflected, went in behind the net.
Bovar says Tyreek is done now that the NFL has asked for the recording as opposed to the team.
Right.
Cam Talbot has made the save.
And more commercials.
More commercials. You've got to be kidding me.
Mountains of flavor. Those crispy peaks. 12 flavors so bold. Your whole life.
Died on Sunday says, shut them down, Cats. End their season. Yeah, the Red Wings do need to win tonight, don't they?
A major motion picture, an evolution in customer experience, a game-changing approach to golf. Behind them all,
How in the hell did the Brewers lose 7-2 to the Colorado Rockies?
T-Mobile fuels Tractor Supply stores nationwide with 5G internet and innovates with TVA of America to elevate the game. Business goes further with T-Mobile for Business. To me, lawn service is a scam. No loan service. Unfortunately, I don't trust them very much because I don't know what they're putting down. Nobody's going to pay attention to your lawn like you do. It's the whole point of owning a home is that you maintain your own lawn.
You're taking care of this lawn from day one.
I take pride in it, and when people tell me it looks good.
Collins says technically the Red Wings season is over with the Canadiens win.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure if the Canadiens win, that pretty much eliminates all the rest of the.
Here we go.
Is sponsored by Ford. Here's what's on the line. In all probability, for the fourth time the last 5 years, the Florida teams will hook up with the playoffs. It's looking like a first rounder.
Yeah, and after the Panthers play, they usually Tampa Bay Lightning, they got to go to the Rangers right there, and then you see the Ottawa Senators. They're done their road record. They got most games at home. Oh, they've got all kinds of drama coming down the stretch.
Panthers trying to put themselves in the best position physically with players to take a shot at repeating. And if it's Panthers Lightning in that first round, I mean, the winner, whoever gets out of it, will be one of the Stanley Cup favorites for sure. They played 3 times the last 4 years. Jones with a wrister, Talbot blocker save.
Boy, Talbot's giving up some rebounds. We just can't get to him.
All the intrigue. But there's still, there's some scenarios.
First round tickets are out, says Dana.
Yeah.
But you saw the numbers lead us to the lead. Panthers Lightning.
Hello, Dana.
Side of the net. Sherratt now in behind. Panthers knocked it free.
And we cannot hold it in the zone.
Boquist covers.
Good shit by that.
Mikula with the puck. Dumps in.
Puck in the offensive zone.
Now Lundell and Marchand try to reach it.
Come on, Marchand. Let's get your first goal.
He was unable to retrieve it. It's sitting back there behind the net. Panthers trying to take advantage. But Tarasenko is able to chip it out for comfort. Talbot finally gets his stick back as that puck's deep in the Panthers' zone.
All right, so Marchand will pass to Forsling.
Walking out to
Forsling
moving over the wings line. And
Dumps in.
Lundell after it. Lets it go through to Marchand.
Schmidt back.
Marchand very active early in this game.
Lusterainen now with the puck. Waiting. Sends it back to Lundell. Lundell sends it back to nobody. Hello, Simon.
Hey, Simon.
Here's Lundell in behind. Looking up high, Nikola. Well, they're just buzzing now around that offensive zone. Gadjevich works in deep.
And able to make the line change when they still have the puck in the offensive zone.
And that's a hand pass. Went off
Hand pass. Stoppage of clock at 7:17. If the Rangers lose tonight, they are eliminated.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
All likelihood it's on the right. Toronto, Ottawa first round. Panthers, Lightning first round. And we know the Devils are playing Carolina.
Yeah, there's some juicy, no doubt, some series. Look at this one here. Ooh, one of those two teams are going to be going home. And, yeah. Montreal Canadiens, they're playing. Washington Capitals.
The Canadiens play the Sens tomorrow. Ooh.
Yeah, that's going to be a good game.
Suzuki continue and Hudson on back in the fence. A lot of trouble for Washington.
I'll set the over-under, and that's a first-round series on 7.5 every game. Decent goals there. It's quick. Both teams snap it around. Panthers gonna have an odd-man rush.
Odd man
There you go.
rush with
Oh,
Gadshaw.
we got something going. Let's go.
For Greer, for Gadjevich.
Oh, you gotta be
Come
kidding me.
on. Get it on net. Damn it.
Let's go back and take another look.
Oh.
Panthers. Detroit got caught in the offensive zone. Here's Gadjevich. Okay, wait for help. Gives it back to Greer. Over.
Oh, man. Somebody needs to get that puck on net.
Yeah, why is the fourth line trying to do that kind of passing?
Yeah, just get it on net, guys.
If those three were able to finish,
Colin.
they look good. Samoskevich, big hit on Sider. Oh, Mackey threw the body in there. And now he works down low. Up the boards it goes to bring it on the reverse. Didn't get all the way through. Reinhardt out battles Ben Sherratt. Puts it back behind the net. Puck free, sent ahead to Patrick Kane. Trying to let the traffic clear. So slick with that puck, he feeds it back. Now it's out to center. Barkov. Samoskevich. The flux off of Schmidt, right to Reinhardt. Back for Schmidt, back for Reinhardt.
Samoskevich. No, I just didn't have time.
Kate
Dang it.
says, "Evening, guys. I see we're down 1-0. Why am I not surprised?"
It's two in the last two shifts.
He grew up a big Patrick Kane fan, as I think any young American hockey player in that age group did. Used to watch the highlights when he woke up as a kid every morning and Kane was all over. As a little kid, Mackie got a Patrick Kane Christmas ornament. Mackie's mom, Patty, put it on the tree this year, and she was thinking about just how far Mackie Samoskevich
This is another commercial.
is an NHL player. He's gotta be proud of it.
Mackey obliterated that
Yeah.
net. 5:15 to go in the first.
Years of helping fuel miniature milestones and big moments. Because goodness comes in many flavors.
What's the weather going to be like tomorrow?
About the same. I'll look.
You got your pickle glazed sandwich. You got your fried pickles, pickle glazed wings, and what? Pickle lemonade? Where my pickle people at? Love that pickle from Popeye.
That's too much pickle, Popeyes.
Happy grass, happy home.
So what do you do? Regular feeding, it makes all difference. Scott's Wheat and Feed, the product is incredible. Now's the time
Colin
to
says, "Get your popcorn, guys. It's going to be a Pomo masterpiece right here."
You know, the gun to my wife's head. You have the wrong person. Max, have exactly the right person.
Boston has the early 1-0 lead against Chicago, and the Sabres have a 2-0 lead against Columbus.
Tomorrow's going to rain.
Damn it. And damn it, Columbus, why are you losing to Buffalo?
It's supposed to actually rain all night. Start raining in the morning and rain all day.
You gotta be kidding me.
No. Oh, that's great. Yeah.
So what, we're going on the penalty kill?
Looks like it. So, time for a shorty.
Icy says, where is MJ been? Misses random facts of the day.
He's traveling right now. I heard from him a couple days ago. He's traveling. He's doing good.
Cade says, honestly, all I cared about in wins at this point was the Toronto game. Happy with that one.
17 seasons with 20-plus goals. You take Raymond, DeBrincat, Larkin, and Kane. They have scored 101 goals so far this year, 45 on the power play.
Brinkett, 36th of the season, the only goal tonight. Here's Larkin. Knocked away by Sturm. And that's out of his own. Good pressure there by Nico Sturm. He'll go for the change.
All right, so Red Wings waiting for a chance to enter the zone. Now it gets cleared again. Nosek. Oh, it's a steal by Lundell. But he was surrounded by Red Wings players.
Good position in the neutral zone outside their own blue line.
Now Marchand on. Edgar got a stick on that as Conklin tried to enter the zone. Worked around the boards. Edmondson up high. Rasmussen looking for comfort. It rolls. And now Comfort has to go through it. Rasmussen controls again, though. Edmondson over to Vlad Tarasenko. Rasmussen could get that wraparound on goal. Megna with a good hit. Megna sends it up the boards and Lundell.
All right,
Yeah,
we get the clear.
Megna needs to stay, man. Why did we putz around with Bornfoot and Balinskis all year when we had this guy in the AHL?
That is the end of the power play for the Red Wings.
Panthers get the kill. They only allowed the one shot on goal. That was just when the power play started from Kane. It remains a 1-0 Detroit lead. 3 minutes to go in the first.
Now,
Nikola sends it ahead to Barkov.
Barkov with the puck.
Picked up by Nikola. There's the shot right on Talbot. Able to make the save. Let's get a message from FPL.
FPL, we leverage a diverse mix of energy sources to power our growing state. FPL, working for you every single day.
Over half the shots for the Panthers so far have been coming from their defensemen. Forwards kicking it back, getting back with those shots on goal. It's up to the forwards to get in behind the Detroit defense.
Nikola working in deep. Kane is on him and he knocks it.
All right, so
got the stick up on Nikola. Undetected there. Nikola's wondering how no one saw that. Kane on the move. Second all-time in points by an American-born hockey player. Look at Mike McDonald. What a career.
Less than 2.5 to go in the first.
Up the boards. Troy able to hold in.
Watch out.
Looking, firing from the angle. Bobrovsky.
Bob makes the save.
Awareness against this line. Yeah, Patrick Kane is not known for this, but he does get the stick and the glove up high as he stopped and spun on Nico Mikkola. There, look at the stick still right in the face of the big defenseman. Undetected by the officials.
Stern, nice play to pick up
Stern with the puck.
breaks in. Finds the point man Jones over to
Forsling.
He'll get it to the net and a glove save by Talbot.
Talbot with the save.
Where have I heard that before?
He's coming off an 8-shot game and scored the goal against the Toronto Maple Leafs. And those shots are going to be lifted in from the point. Panthers forwards have to.
What's great white asking? I can't see because of the emoji.
Who did we trade Nick Cousins for?
No, we didn't trade him. He just went in free agency. We didn't. He didn't have a contract. We just never signed him. We didn't re-sign him.
Great job in the circle the other night, and that lead over the Maple Leafs. Solid victory. Forsling back in a battle. Berggren. Forsling still works. Things working up to the point. Sider gets the middle.
I don't like this. Watch that back door, man. They keep sneaking in behind our guys. They're going to get another one. I don't like seeing that.
Set Jones in over the line. Everybody else went for a change. Jones dumps in and does the same. Final minute of the period, sponsored by NHL.
Tony says McDavid had 3 assists, setting up the winning goal with 20 seconds left in the third period. Tied 3-3 and won 4-3, but Calgary got 1 point in overtime after blowing a 3-1 lead, and Anaheim won 4-3.
Yeah, they lost to the Ducks with the playoffs on the line, man.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Oilers need just 1 point to clinch a playoff spot.
Colin, I think that's what you'll end up with. Schmidt and Magna is the bottom pair when Ekblad comes back. Or, I mean, when Ekblad's gone in those first 2 games. Because I think he'll put – oh, no. Thank God, Bubba. Breakaways with 3 seconds left, guys.
Yeah, the Panthers had a chance off the rush, but then the Detroit Red Wings, they just decided to flip that puck. And there's Patrick Kane. Look, he looks up, feels the pressure. Look at how far Bobrovsky is out of his net. He knows it's in the dying seconds of this period, and there's only a chance for just a shot. No pass. Kane had no help.
Market directing traffic, hoping for a chance with 3.5 seconds left. But Reinhart did the job in the circle, and that'll do it for the first period.
Yeah, 10 shots on goal for the Panthers. Talbot came up large. Sergei Bobrovsky with a big save there. 3.5 seconds left in the first period. Panthers hopefully get on the power play maybe in the second period.
All right, so first intermission, and we are already losing.
But it is Detroit who has the 1-0 lead through 20 minutes. Coming up next,
okay.
is our first intermission report. Yeah, on the desk to break this one down. Katie Anderson will chat with Patrick
All right, so yeah, not much to say. I guess scoring on the empty net was all the energy that Verhage could expend. because he is not in the lineup tonight.
Lemonade? Where my pickle people at? Love that pickle from Popeye.
Do you use loan service?
Absolutely not. I have you.
To me, all service is a scam. Nobody's going to pay attention to a lot like you do. I know what I'm putting down. That's what Scott's down. I'm putting down great money.
So how many more goals do you think we're going to get in this game? Yeah, DeBrincat has it out for the Panthers.
Welcome.
Today we went to the beach and it was totally worth it. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western.
Yeah, the Rangers are eliminated tonight with a loss to the Islanders. It would be beautiful.
I'll be back. Get your water. Get your water.
These people of privilege hoarding the financial advantages for far too long. Look at them, unaware that Robin Hood Gold members now enjoy VIP treatment. A 3% IRA match on retirement contributions. Once they discover their privileges are no longer exclusive, their fragile reality will plunge into disarray.
Yeah, the Rangers lost to the Flyers last night at home. That is funny. Columbus scored one, so it's a 2-1 lead for Buffalo, and the Rangers have the early 1-0 lead against the Islanders. Damn.
Got it?
David Smith says, nice dinner, little power nap. Wake up and we're losing. Life is still beautiful. Hope you all are well. We're doing all right.
From the first period, Alex DeBrincat leading the Red Wings in goals this season. He adds another one, his 36th of the year.
Yeah, Sherrod just gets it in. Nice dump in there. You can see Larkin so fast, gets to the puck first. And DeBrincat so elusive in the zone here. You can see the Panthers puck watching a little bit. That's something you definitely want to talk about. Have the communication. Maybe see what's over your.
So yeah, the Panthers with the early deficit.
Get his 36 goal here.
Look at the stats after one period of play. Again, the Panthers with the advantage.
So the Panthers were out shooting the Red Wings 10-6 and are losing. Doesn't that sound familiar?
Yeah, this guy wasn't afraid to throw a hit in that first period. We'll hear from Matt Samuskevich next.
At Firestone Complete Auto Care, we hold our service to the highest standard. That's why we have thousands of expert ASC certified technicians nationally.
We're here to change your oil, but also check on everything else on your vehicle. Bumper to bumper.
Call and book today.
Popeyes has gone
Roger says, what a week in hockey. What a week in hockey. Ovechkin is now top scorer in history. Toronto got their 100 points. Vancouver scored 3 goals in 96 seconds and beat Dallas in overtime. So yeah, if you had to predict what will happen during the rest of the game. Yeah, we might never see that again. 3 goals in 96 seconds. The Stars fans must have been absolutely livid after that game.
You're the right person. Roger was one of the most exciting swine dwellers in years. Take him off the board.
Yeah, we need a Marchand or Samo goal.
Ends here. PG-13, no playing, only in theaters and IMAX.
Today we went to the beach and it was
Yeah, I vote for Marchand's goal. It'd be nice. Did your super chat go? No, your super chat did not go through, Great Whites. It would have shown up by now.
Mm-hmm.
When you're playing with them, you feel a little bit more calm. You can really trust them out there. Makes you feel more comfortable, and I thought I played pretty well there. We were moving the puck pretty well. Just gotta keep going.
What are specific things that he's doing to make you feel more comfortable out there?
In the D zone, and then obviously when he scores the puck in the O zone, it's like just give it to him and he'll do something good with it. So I trust him with everything, and it's been a lot of fun so far. So I'm looking for the rest.
How fun is it going up against Patrick Kane? You told us this morning that he was your favorite player growing up, and now you're going up against your idol out there on the ice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Every time you get to play against players like that, it's always a lot of fun. See how you kind of match up with them. Like I said this morning, he was a guy I love watching growing up. So, he's one of those guys that made me love hockey more. It's pretty cool.
Mackie, thanks so much. Guys, we'll send it back to you. Thanks, Katie. Yeah, Mackie matching up with Patrick Kane. But first, how about laying that on both sides?
A little bit of a size difference going in here. You see Mo Snyder, big guy.
Tony says Rangers, Blue Jackets, Islanders need to win all 5 of their games left in their season to pass Montreal by 2 points. What happens if Montreal wins tomorrow? Then that means it means those teams will get eliminated. Bolvar says, "Oh no, it's over now. I found a churro cheesecake. You feel like you gained 25 pounds just watching the video."
Mountains of flavor, crispy peaks, 12 flavors so bold, your whole life is complete. Dipped in a lake, man, that ranch is deep. New crispy peaks, bring the flavor, wings.
Yeah, right now, the matchup is looking like Panthers and Lightning.
Now's the time to kill existing weeds with Turf Builder Weed and Feed. Over 145 years of helping fuel miniature milestones.
What's up with the popularity of Old Bay seasoning in Maryland? Well, this area is a huge everyone, at least on the upper side of the bay, there's a huge market for crab. And I guess someone discovered Old Bay seasoning is really good on crab. If Montreal are tied with Detroit and Columbus, Montreal has the advantage because they won more games against the two teams than the two teams against Montreal. No, David. We live on the Eastern Shore. Ottawa and Montreal play each other tomorrow.
Well, we are just a few weeks away from kicking off the playoffs, and if the postseason started today, here is what the matchup.
Yes, the Eastern Shore of Maryland's.
Panthers, Toronto, Ottawa. That's a good one. Dallas, Colorado in the West. There's going to be some good teams going home in the first round.
Well, that's it with the format. If you look at Dallas, Colorado, series that would be, and even St. Louis. You see how they finished towards the end of the year, now facing Winnipeg. So a lot of interesting matchups. We'll see how it unfolds here with a week to go or so.
Well, we know how hot the Panthers were a couple seasons ago as a wild card team. So Montreal and St.
Wolvar says, pro tip, if someone says they want to share a drink with you and get a meal, get something like strawberry Fanta, they won't ask for a sip. Hello, hot dog. Yeah, Montreal has like a 99.9% chance to make the playoffs.
He was like 4 or 5 feet outside that blue play, really challenging Patrick Kane taking away the angle.
So you mentioned at the end of the first period, maybe looking a little too much for that extra pass. Just keep it simple. Take the shot when it's open in the second.
I think so. I think continue skating. Get that offensive zone time. I think the Panthers really had controlled the majority of the time there. Get pucks to the net, crush the net, make it difficult on Talbot.
Yeah, put that pressure on Cam Talbot because he's been good so far this season against the Florida Panthers. When we return, we'll get the middle frame.
All right, so it looks like after this commercial, the second period will start.
At Firestone Complete Auto Care, we hold our service to the highest standard. That's why we have thousands of expert ASE certified technicians nationally.
We're here to change your oil, but also check on everything else on your vehicle, bumper to bumper.
Call and book today.
If everyone in the U.S. chose Glad drawstring trash bags, we'd save 100 million pounds of plastic waste each year. And that's better than all good. It's all Glad.
When greatness calls, you answer. Don't come. Design your dreams for Polo 67. New fragrance, Ralph Lauren.
At Macy's, your fragrance destination. Over 145 years of helping fuel miniature milestones and big moments. Because goodness comes in many flavors. Quaker, bring out the good.
Mountains of flavor, those crispy peaks, 12 flavors so bold, your whole life is complete. Dipped in a lake, man, that ranch is deep. No crispy tenders, bring the flavor, Wingstop.
Today we went to the beach and it was totally worth it. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western.
Hey, thanks so much for hosting, sweetie. I hear you found someone special. Yeah, he's a keeper. Is that dog food in the fridge? It's not dog food. It's fresh cut. Real meat, real veggies for Peter.
Bats, Peter? Should have known. You do make a pretty cute couple.
These people of privilege, hoarding the financial
If Montreal passes Ottawa, they will face Toronto again. At this rate, it's looking very likely that we're going to get Montreal, Washington in the first round. The second period's about to start.
Our first period stats sponsored by your South Florida Hyundai dealers. As usual, the Panthers doing the job in the shot department. The Red Wings have the only goal, and slot shots give the Wings credit. That's actually a high number per period for Panther opponents. In partnership with ABA, the Panthers opened a sensory room here at Emirates Bank Arena last year.
I actually went into that room at one point.
All right.
Yeah. It's very nice in there.
What was that sensory room?
Yeah, the sensory room.
Yeah.
Donna says, "Oh man, they keep showing pictures of the beach in Florida."
Uh-huh.
Prayer circle for a Marchand goal.
Okay.
Around the outside and pump it back to the point a number of times. Now for the Florida Panthers, every line has got to get in front of the net. As Jovanovski was talking about, they got a crowd, the Cam Talbot out in front. But here's some of the plays. Look at puck possession there. Edward Serena using his strength. Here comes Mundell. They're never too far apart in that first period, and we're looking for the same thing here in the second period. But they've got to get the bodies in front of that net when they have possession in the offensive end.
All right.
2-0 Rangers. Damn it.
No, what's the problem with the Rangers winning? Who are they playing?
The Islanders. But the Rangers would be eliminated tonight if they lose.
Montreal's got that spot. Montreal literally would have to lose all their games. Oh, that was a weird bounce. Oh,
Samoskevich had that shot blocked. 2-1 Sabres against the Jackets after one.
The second attempt gets it ahead. Samoskevich carries. Barkov able to play. And then knocked away. Samoskevich popped it free. Barkov gives back to Forsling.
Forsling.
Oh, man.
Deflected again.
Detroit is desperate.
Incredibly desperate. Talbot makes the save. 19:02 to go in the second. If Columbus loses tonight, their chance to make the playoffs, I think, are huh?
No, I'm saying they're charging $25 just for the streaming of the one first round. Come on now. For the Panthers Plus.
What? That's only like $6 a game at maximum.
God dang. There we go. I was just gonna say that's interference. Thank you for the call, ref. I was just getting ready to say that's not interference at all.
Very humble and he's been around this league for so long. He's got the call here from Freddie Luquier.
Number 27, Detroit's got a minor for holding.
All right, come on, Samoskevich. Marchand, somebody. I mean, bro.
least I made it outside today. I didn't.
Yes.
I didn't go for an actual walk, but I was around outside.
Well, next week you can start helping me mow grass. So.
Yeah. God, there's still all those branches.
Yeah, it's time to start working now.
3-0 Rangers. It needed to stop raining.
It's supposed to be nice next week. Marchand, Samo, right in the front. Oh, damn it.
You gotta be kidding me. 3-0 Rangers. Ugh. Montreal just needs 1 point. Montreal just needs 1 point in the Rangers, and by proxy, everyone else are.
Right.
Yeah.
It's weird how that we thought that was all going to come down to the last game. And instead, Ottawa and Montreal got hot and basically took off with it. Hey, man, that was almost a shorty. What are we doing? "38 seconds left. Second unit's out there. Forsling on the second power play. I like that.
Here's Rodriguez out in front, tries to jam it home.
Is it
in? It's
all
in.
Right. All right.
Okay.
We'll take it.
I want to see how.
Yeah, I want to see how that went in. I agree with you. Rodriguez. Holy crap, we scored a goal. Oh, that's a nice jersey. Let's see.
Now watch right here. What's his options? He's got the stick right over here of Loisterainen, or he's got a direct line out in front. Roll it, boys. And here's what he does.
It just went in.
Yeah, it just snuck in.
Wow.
Just snuck in.
There it is. Oh, goes right underneath his arm. I thought that Rodriguez.
Hey, so we tied the game.
Right.
Yay. Time to drink.
There you go.
Now score 4 more. Oh, wait, it's not the playoffs yet.
Boy.
Damn it.
No, remind me to buy the pancake griddle
Pancake.
and the pancake mix and all the stuff. Because playoffs start next weekend. So not only do we got to start mowing grass next week, because we got to get ahead of it before the playoffs start. But we got to cook all the pancakes. And by we, I mean you.
Pancakes.
Good save by Bubba.
There better be chocolate chips for those.
Yes, there's going to be the good thick chocolate chips, not the cheap little suckers.
Simon says Ottawa has no choice to give them the win to Montreal tomorrow. They literally helped them to clinch the spot.
I don't know, though, because if Montreal wins tomorrow, they're only 1 point behind the Sens. I'm sure Ottawa would rather play Toronto than Washington.
Schmidt and Forsling got the assists on the Rodriguez goal. Corey Perry and Jordan Bennington got into it last night.
That's interesting.
So there was a fight with a goalie?
Well, I don't know. There was a fight.
I remember when Matthias was playing the NHL video game, he would keep making the goalies fight.
Yeah.
All right.
Good play by Magna. Honestly, Megna's better than Ekblad. I'm kidding. I think.
Perry ran his skate into Bennington's helmet, and Bennington just went off on
no.
his ass. 15 minutes exactly to go in the second.
We all know about Vladdy, who's daddy boy. He can fire that puck. Once he comes in late, there's just a little seam, and going to the short side, Bobrovsky just spreads himself out, fights it off. There's Vladdy. Oh, he was such a popular Panther. The short time comes here to South Florida and helps the Panthers win the Stanley Cup. Boy, he never stopped smiling after he got to South Florida and all through that playoff run.
The Red Wings got a shot off the face-off and it went wide. 3-on-1. Go, go, go. Boquist. Oh, man. That was just a good...
Boquist is the new Verhaeghe.
Rodriguez chose to circle the net instead of take the shot. Belinskis, Sturm.
Oh,
Jones slap shot wide. Now Belinskis. Jones. Locked away. Rodriguez with the steal.
Right
oh, man. Boquist was right in front.
Sturm trips Boquist. Can we get a penalty out of that?
Daniel the Beach Bum says, I miss Vladimir.
Good job, Forsling.
If Detroit loses tonight, is it over for them? I'm not sure, actually.
I think so, yes. All right, so Verhaeghe woke up with a goal. Rodriguez has woke up with a goal.
Luosterainen, don't forget
Luosterainen woke up the other day with a goal. Marchand.
Sturm will score first.
We need Marchand, Sturm, and Boquist. Ekblad and Kachuk haven't scored in forever. I don't know what the hell's wrong with them.
And Dmitry Kulikov has been vanishing on Marchand's game-winning goal. Well, yeah, I don't think we've heard from Trey. I wonder if he was cooked in his...
He was.
Damn it.
He went to bed 10 up and woke up 20 down.
Oh, no. What the hell happens?
Yeah.
Jameson says Hurricanes just scored a really strange goal. Capitals defender hit a Carolina player into the goalie, and the puck eventually crossed the line, resulting into a goal.
Dang.
4-0 Rangers. Islanders, you suck.
Oh, well.
What, Patrick Waugh, you better bag skate those guys. Seriously.
Everybody make sure you hit that like button, please. Help a brother out. Let's keep everybody hitting that like button. We're starting to pick up some subscribers recently. I'd like to see if we can't get this sucker to 10,000 by the end of the playoffs.
Where are we at now?
8640.
So we're not even at 9,000 yet. How about we start with 9,000?
Well, we usually gain 1,000 or more during the playoffs. So I'm assuming 9,000. I want to get to 10 because I'm greedy, and I should be at 10,000 subscribers by the start of my 10th season. That's reasonable.
Kate says not the 4-0 Patrick Waugh is used to.
Ah, jeez.
So apparently, Vitek Vanacek is still one of the only goalies that Ovi has never scored against.
Well, hopefully he doesn't get the opportunity this year. Unless it's Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals, and we've got an 8-0 lead, and they decide to rest Bob for Stanley Cup Finals, and Ovi scores on Vanacek.
Well, you guys should help Dad get to over 9,000 subscribers, so you can say it's over 9,000 to him constantly and totally confuse him because he doesn't know the meme.
Oh, no, I don't know the meme. No, I don't.
The Islanders, with their season on the line, are losing 4-0 to their in-state rivals.
Good job, Bubba.
I wonder if this is a home game for the Rangers or for the Islanders. This is the Islanders are losing 4-0 at home. Well, they've got some guy named Marcus Hogberg as their goalie.
Yeah, so they're not taking it seriously.
Yeah. Those 4 goals have come on 15 shots. And the Islanders only have 10 shots on goal. Jason Todd says, I also heard a show called Puck Blockers was pretty fire. Like and sub.
Thank you, Jason. Yeah, I started a new channel with Paul from the locker room.
Forsling.
Hey, Sam Skevich, all right. There you go. Yes. That's what I like to see. Verhaeghe's never getting his job back.
Please, I want this line forever.
Yes. He just whoop.
Thump.
Yes.
More drink.
Beautiful. That's 15.
15 goals for number 25.
Imagine if Zito had a first-round draft pick every year. Stop trading them away. Start using them, Bill.
No, he clearly...
The dude has used 2 first-round draft picks. Lundell and Samoskevich. Those are the only first-round draft picks he's actually drafted a player.
Unfortunately, having this level of success, you have to follow the LA Rams philosophy. F them picks.
I know.
Like, the Rams were basically yes, Donna, I am enjoying the mics. Or lemonade.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Donna. Send more, please. This stuff is good. I forgot how addictive it is.
Yeah.
Donna's laughing her ass. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the Rams were basically a zombie franchise last year. After everyone and their mother got injured, and they still ended up winning the division and a playoff game against what was it, 14-3 Vikings team.
Yeah.
Donna says at least you can only drink one at a time.
Right. Yeah. Forsling with another assist.
And Balinskis.
Balinskis, yeah.
So I think that's is that a 2 points night for Forsling already?
Yep. Hey. Holy crap.
Wow. One of the previous shots by Petrie was
Oi.
100.6 miles an hour. Bob has been making save after save.
What the hell? Can we not do this to Bubba?
Detroit is like, we want this win. Hey, we get the clear. Stretch pass. Oh man, Marchand's couldn't get the extra step he needed. Glove save against Lundell. Tony says, I'm hoping Kings lose against the Ducks tonight. The Oilers playing the Sharks tomorrow. Could tie Los Angeles for second place. And when they play each other one more time on Amazon Prime on Monday.
Oh, jeez, Amazon Prime. Can we see that game? Yeah, because I've got Prime.
Colin says 3-1 Panthers with an empty net goal by Sturm.
Seems legit.
Here's Ben Sherrod. Quick pressure by Rodriguez. Got a piece of that.
All right, so we're approaching 8 minutes to go in the second.
Here we go.
Go. It's Sturm. Oh, man.
Oh,
what was that? That was a Boquist.
Oh, it's Boquist. Boquist is the new Verhaeghe. You just.
Maybe Sturm should have just taken the shot.
No, he made the right play. Just Boquist just didn't pull the trigger.
Boquist skated forward and the puck didn't go with him. It's like he glitched.
Right.
Cam Talbot another step.
Now with Samoskevich on that line, he's making Barkov shoot because, hey, kid, you ain't going to take you're not taking all the glory. Telling you, Verhaeghe's not getting his job back. Verhaeghe's not getting his job back. It's going to be Bennett. It's going to be Bennett Kachuk Verhaeghe.
Daniel says, Jaws, don't jinx another player, please.
No, this one's good. He's solid. We're good.
Marchand able to get the puck back to the blue line. Balinskis shot blocked, but Marchand has it now, and he has to circle back past the Balinskis. Forsling shot deflected. Luosterainen. Oh man, I thought that was a goal. Curse those deceptive camera angles.
Everybody's got Samoskevich-itis now. Now they're just shooting the puck everywhere. Except Boquist. He's got Verhaeghe-itis.
Playoff merch.
Samoskevich is only 2 goals away from tying Verhaeghe.
Chicago versus Boston, but Fire match of the night. It's glorious. There is no Boston to hurt anybody in the playoffs.
Uh-oh.
He'll backtrack and play it, but now Detroit can get that much needed change. Well, they got out of it. You know how the Panthers are so tough to handle when they get it going like they did. Here comes no second speed.
No glove save by Talbot.
Matthew Samoskevich tied for the 8th most points in a season by a Panther rookie. Give the Cats the lead.
Tied for the 8th most points in a season by a Panthers rookie.
Say that again.
Samoskevich is tied for the 8th most points in a season by a Panthers rookie.
Over 145 years of helping fuel miniature milestones and big moments. Because goodness comes in many flavors. Quaker, bring out the good.
These people of privilege, hoarding the financial advantages.
It's all your fault, Carl.
Ugh.
Unaware that Robin Hood Gold members now enjoy VIP treatment.
The Blackhawks and Bruins are tied at 1. Sabres still beating Blue Jackets 2-1. Hurricanes with a 2-0 lead over the Capitals.
So I think some of that is because the level of competition Sturm's on the third line right now. Maurice will switch them back and forth, I'm sure. Metal, I think another 3 to 5, another 3 to 5 years before all the wear and tear starts to get on guys, unless, you know, unless Zito is able to replenish things. But certainly another 3 years like this, 5 to the outside. You know, guys are going to start hitting 32, 33 at some point.
We did not win that faceoff, but that also was not icy. Go. Barkov. Reinhardt over the Barkov.
Samoskevich gets in there as well. It comes free to Reinhardt.
Reinhardt.
To the boards by Petrie. Now it's dug free, but stuck along the wall once again. After it briefly
It's 4-0 Rangers at the end of the first.
Forsling assisting on both Panther goals tonight. Back to play. Forsling with Balinskis now for the Cats on defense. Schmidt's running with Pendon. And they just came up.
Marchand's spine.
Another night for the Panthers just do a terrific job overall defensively in front of their goaltender, not allowing much as far as the high danger. Off the rush.
Bob gloves the puck with 5:06 to go. More commercials.
We just came back from commercial. Like literally, I was just looking at the chat like a minute ago. What the hell?
Silva says it might just be Boquist, Sturm, Erod. 4th line when the playoffs start.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to take Greer off the ice, though. Barkov, Reinhardt, Samoskevich, Bennett, Kachuk for Hagee, Lundell, Luosterainen, Marchand, and then I mean, you could do anything you want at that point. You got to have Rodriguez out there, so he's got the one wing spot. I mean, it could be. There's just any combination of guys that you could put out there. Hell, he might put. I don't think he'd put Rodriguez at 4C. I think we'll have a lot of guys that are fresh on the fourth line. You know, I think that you'll see a rotation, and that could really play to our advantage. You know, if we have a really rough game against Tampa, you could put Sturm, Rodriguez, and Boquist out there and have a really rough night against Tampa, and the next night put Nosek with Greer and Gadjevich out there, and they'd be completely fresh.
Career high in points set this season. Bennett 50, Lundell 45, Boquist 23, Mikkola 20, Greer 17, Balinskis 16.
It's hard to believe Sam Bennett, that's his career high.
Yeah, we are going to need bottom six to help out. Gloved by Bob.
So both Sturm and Nosek able to get ice time here as Palmares figures out, you know, he's going to have some high-quality forwards that have contributed a lot as depth players when the playoffs begin. And that's a great situation to have because to win the whole thing, as we all know, you need everybody. You need 15, 16 forwards, 8, 9 defensemen. Sherrod shoots, blocked in front by Reinhardt. Reinhardt knocked it away from Larkin. And Barkov pokes it ahead for Samoskevich. He's chopped down at center by Seider. Larkin shakes free. The gift to the Bricket is deflected. Detroit holds it in. Shot came through.
4:20 to go in the second.
The hard part about this game is nobody's. That's it. It's 2-1. That's the final score.
Silva says, you notice how the second for Hagee is off the ice, our chances go in just that little bit more often. Someone placed a hex upon my Verhage. We must reverse the hex. Move it upon Matthews.
Yeah. Here we go.
But Marchand,
come on, buddy.
Marchand.
Ah, dang it.
What are you doing? Oh, no. And then he gave away the puck.
Good job.
Forsling had to bail him out. Now Balinskis the other way.
Yeah, Marchand! All right.
Oh,
Finally,
it's
here we go.
beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, it's glorious.
Yes. Finally got one. All right.
And suddenly, out of nowhere, the city of Toronto began to sink into the muck, never to be seen again.
He's still alive. Finally. Yes.
It's beautiful. Marchand finally has his first goal as a Florida Panther. And the Toronto fans are melting down, I'm sure. The rat has awakened, says Adonis.
Okay.
And the Bruins fans are just sobbing in the corner while cheering for Marchand. Yes, he is. He beats the Okposo allegations.
Yes, he did.
Now it's Sturm's turn. Speak of the devil, there he is. Bob
Good
has
job,
the gloved. Yes,
Okay.
Marchand, first goal of the new campaign.
Wow, he scored 3 goals in regulation.
What sorcery is this?
Right? Oh, Verhage's not on the ice.
Yes, that's the sorcery.
I'm kidding, Carter. We love you, Swaggy. Okay? You just do your thing in the playoffs and everything will be cool.
It was a great goal, too. That's way better than having him score on the empty net the other night. Dietrich says, dang. So Cam Talbot gloves the deflected puck with 3:01 to go. Jacob says, 3 goals. Am I still having a fever dream? Should I call my doctor? Yes, Swaggy is resting tonight.
Yeah.
Can we get Paul from the locker room to comment on that goal? Who is not out? That list is actually longer than the list of guys that are out for once.
What's that?
Hardwood was asking who is not out. My goodness, because he heard Verhaeghe was resting.
Yeah. I suspect you'll see more guys rest against the Rangers next week. I guess it just depends on if we can still get home ice against Tampa. If Tampa wins their next 2 games, we can't get home ice. And then the Rangers and Tampa's games mean nothing. Other than making sure Ottawa can't catch us. Panthers blow last 2 games. Ottawa gets the 3rd seed.
Yeah.
We get the Leafs.
Yeah.
Panthers 6 points behind the Leafs with 4 to go. They're 3 behind Tampa. The key for the Lightning, though, is they get the opponents here in the final week on the second of back-to-backs. Detroit will be in Tampa tomorrow. Then Buffalo comes here Saturday. They'll play in Tampa.
Balinskis now, I think, has a... Is that a 2.9 for him?
Yeah.
And Luosterainen also gets an apple.
Panthers really have to like where their game is right now going into the postseason.
Sturm. Oh, man. I thought that was going to be it. Schmidt slap shot. Well, it is wonderful to see Marchand score his first as a Panther. Oh, boy. That was nearly a disastrous giveaway by Magna.
Ties a career high tonight. This is his third 2.8 of his career.
Balinskis tying a career high tonight with his third 2 points game of the year. 1.5 to go in the second.
Oh no!
Whoa. Did you see what Bob was doing? He was gonna recreate.
Yeah.
He was going to recreate that save in the Tampa
it.
series. Get down, Mr. President. Save.
Takes that one off high, and now he's got to recover. Another look here.
It's like, not again.
Yeah.
Here comes the puck again. Goes off of Magna.
Jacob asks, do you guys think Samo will be the next 40-goal scorer on the Panthers in a year or two?
I would not put it past them. I would not. If anybody is going to do it, it would be him. Certainly 30. I mean, 40 is a high number, especially if he's playing with Barkov and Reinhardt, but 30, hell, he might get the 30 next year.
Could we get the clear, please? Thank you.
He just shoots the puck, there's no hesitation with him. All right, so we're 30 seconds away from.
That is very encouraging for the Panthers. Of course, expect to meet with Kulikov back in their next class for game 3, the first round.
All right.
Rasmussen breaks in for a chance. It goes high.
Woo! That's the second time we gave up a chance with just a few seconds left in the period.
Donna says, phew, that was stressful. Jacob says, true, I also feel like most of Samo's goals have all been like pure goal scorer goals.
Yeah.
How much did Barkov earn per goal this year? How much? Oh, wait, for Higgy's extension doesn't kick in until
next year, yeah.
Maybe next year he'll get more than 17 goals.
Yeah, he's making almost $500,000 a goal. All right.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
Silva disagreeing with the broadcast, saying, okay, I'm sorry, but Bolinskis has not been playing his best hockey in the second half of the season. If it wasn't for poor whipping boy Bjornfoot, Bolinskis would be down. All right, so it's the second intermission, and your eyes do not deceive you. The Panthers actually have a multi-goal lead going into the third. Oh no, we have a 2-goal lead going into the third. What have we done? No, wait, it's 3-1, it's not 2-0, but still. Don't blow the lead. Don't blow the lead. Don't blow the lead. Jacob says, I feel like Jones has looked more comfortable lately. Hopefully he pans out. So, Bruins and Blackhawks still tied at 1 in what's essentially a toilet bowl game. Hurricanes have a 2-1 lead over the Capitals at the end of the first. The Sabres still have a 2-1 lead over the Blue Jackets at the end of the second. And early in the second, the Rangers still have a 4-0 lead over the Isles. The Jets have a 1-0 lead over the Stars late in the first. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You missed this time at the pinata because you were busy not missing hockey. Watch in-game hockey stories and post-game recaps only with the NHL app.
Well, the good news about Seth Jones possibly panning out in the playoffs is we will have Kulikov and then we will have Ekblad back. Dylan says, I'm losing my mind. Marshy scored. Ah! Yes, Marchand scored. It's easy to understand. If the Rangers win tonight, and if the Red Wings, Jackets, Islanders lose tonight, with only 1 point, Montreal will clinch the spot for the 24-25 season. David says, I know it's the Red Wings, but Cats start scoring 3 or 4 a game. Most of our playoff series will end in 5. Sounds about right?
Sure, whatever you said.
If the Panthers start scoring 3 or 4 goals a game, most of our playoff series will end in 5.
Yeah, if we actually start scoring more than 2 goals a game, it's going to be ugly.
Below the dots. Now
So yeah.
So it was an excellent period. And yes, they finished off on these opportunities.
Take a look at the highlights from the second period. All of the goals belonging to the Florida Panthers. And it started on the power
So Rodriguez on the power play opens the scoring.
Highlight type goal, but I like what he does. I like he gets some open ice. He's a right-handed shot. He can bring that puck to the middle of the ice here, and he jams it in. Whether he was trying to go through the crease or not, you can see here just jamming it in there, finds a way to get by Talbot. Good opportunity. He took advantage of it, and he cashed in on this one.
Considering how much it meant to
And then, so yeah, Rodriguez with the opening goal for the Panthers. And then Samoskevich with a beautiful goal.
This is a big league shot here. You can see Forsling getting it down here. You can see Samuel just turn around and let it rip. That's a big league shot there. You can see Talbot, not even a chance there. That's a goal on any goaltender. Just turns around and fires it top shelf. We all knew coming into the National Hockey League, he could skate.
David Smith says,
Perfect example right there. The velocity behind that.
our defense is formidable. And this leftover sausage from the spaghetti earlier is also formidable. Good.
That's the transition play right there. You can see Lucy up to Balinskis, and you can see
Yeah, Marchand. The Marchand goal is beautiful. Like, it was a great pass from Balinskis, and then Marchand was just cruising through the middle, and he gets the shots and the goal.
This one he'll remember. This is the one Marshall will remember. It's a great goal. Goes over the for a big third goal. 3-1 lead for the Panthers.
Well, we have seen him do that so many times throughout the course of his career, and so often against the Florida Panthers, and now incredible.
So the Panthers still lead shots on goal 22-18. Shot attempts 51-45 in favor of the Panthers, and the Panthers are actually 1-for-1 on the power play while also killing the only Detroit power play. Pacharo says, Kyle, how do the Rangers make it that far last year and then not even make the playoffs this year? It is pretty simple. The Rangers players and the GM got locked in the Cold War this year. Like the exiling of Capo Caco and Jacob Trouba is all you need to know.
I can turn a dirt patch into a lush lawn. I can do anything. See the feed. That's what you always say.
Yeah, look how thick this is. Yeah, it's lawn fixing time with Scott's Turf Filter Grass Seed.
Over 145 years of helping fuel miniature milestones and big moments. Because goodness comes in many flavors. Quaker, bring out the good.
Why do dermatologists worldwide recommend La Roche-Posay? Effective skincare like La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer delivers double action.
So let's see. How are the other games going right now? Seriously, Islanders, how the hell are you losing 4-0 on home ice? Who the hell is even Marcus Hogberg, the starting goalie for the Islanders?
These people. Hockey on Script Sports is brought to you by Estrella Insurance. Car insurance, pay less than you do now. 3 unanswered goals for the Cats in the second period, and they lead it 3-1. Let's get it to Katie Ingleson and Evan Rodriguez. Ebony Passion on the power play to tie things up and open up the scoring for your team. What does a goal like that do for confidence as we get closer to the postseason?
Yeah, it's big.
That's how the goals are in the playoffs too. They're usually, pretty greasy goals, just getting pucks in net. That's what I tried to do. Yeah, I was happy to win it.
Your head coach, Paul Maurice, has had a lot of praise for you, your willingness to play wherever you are needed in the lineup. You went from being your team's leading scorer in the Cup final last year to playing on the fourth line at times. How have you approached each and every game this season?
Yeah, I'm just trying to, stick to it. There's ups and downs in every year. I'm confident in my game, and I like the playoff style of hockey. It suits my game, and I'll look to help this team win again this year.
A lot to like in that middle frame. How can you build off of a strong effort there, looking ahead to the final 20?
Yeah, just continue to get on their D. I think it's the biggest thing. I don't think this year
5-0 Rangers.
great, and I think it's something we want to start up.
Good God.
So it's not backing off them. It's putting more pressure.
Get that trash out of the nets for the Islanders.
Thanks, Katie. Hey, Panther fans, get ready to rock the rink tomorrow, Friday, April 11th at Baptist Health Iceplex. Skate to your favorite alt-rock hits, fuel up with dinner and drinks at the Federal, and enter for a chance to win tickets to see Disturbed and Dance Gavin Dance. Don't miss out. Sign up to skate now at BaptistHealthIceplex.com.
No, David. My dad was born and raised in Miami, and I was born in Hollywood, Florida, and grew up on the Space Coast. So we are very much Dolphins fans. We are definitely Dolphins fans. For better and for worse. Mostly worse. Kansas City Chiefs fan. You missed Marchand scoring his first goal as a Florida Panther. And the Panthers also scored 3 unanswered goals in the second period. Who let Peter Swiss cheese in net for the Isles?
12 flavors so bold, your whole life is complete. Dipped in a lake, man, that ranch is deep. New crispy tenders, bring the flavor, plain stop.
At Firestone Complete Auto Care, we hold our service to the highest standard. That's why we have thousands of expert ASE certified technicians nationally.
We're here to change your oil, but also check on everything else on your vehicle, bumper to bumper.
Call and book today.
Your Red Sox beat the Blue Jays. That's good.
Today we went to the beach and it was totally worth it. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western.
Amateur, you held the gun to my wife's head. You have the wrong person. Max. Exactly the right person. The Amateur was one of the most exciting swine thrillers in years. Pulling off the board. Be smart. Get out of the line.
All right, so Simon says, please, Panthers, win this one. Well, with a 3-1 lead headed into the third, we should be okay.
So big. We talked about covering a lot of space on ice. Uses his sticks to advantage. Breakaway plays. Here's Forsley. This is a big play. This is all about timing, knowing when to go down. You can see here, just clips the top of his shaft, gets the puck on edge, and no scoring opportunity there for Detroit. Again, good stick. A little bit of a step on Jones there, but he gets the stick out there and makes the defensive play. There's another one here in the neutral zone, the transition play. You can see loosely over to Valencius, and he got speed coming up the middle. Marchand doesn't make a mistake.
Yes, Amanda, I did have a pretty good day today. It was at least a 7 or 6 out of 10.
At Firestone Complete Auto Care, we hold our service to the highest standard. That's why we have thousands of expert ASE certified technicians nationally.
You're watching the new Boston Red Sox documentary. It's on Netflix. That's cool.
145 years of helping fuel miniature milestones and big moments. Because goodness comes in many flavors. Quaker, bring out the good.
JT, can you take 2 steps to the right? Okay. Yeah, let's go again. Glad Force Flex Max Strength Bags with its 2 times.
Who is my favorite Panther besides Barkov?
Over-the-top strength. It's better than all
Probably Sam Reinhart.
You got your pickle glaze sandwich. You got your
Although it's hard to beat if you want me to pick a specific player from a specific year, Matthew Tkachuk was just a beast in his first year with us.
I hear you found someone special. Yeah, he's a keeper. Is that dog food in the fridge? It's not dog food. It's fresh cut. Real meat, real veggies for Peter. That's Peter. Should have known. You do make a pretty cute couple. Today we went to the beach and it was.
So how many more goals do you think we're gonna see in this game?
Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western.
Immature. You held the gun to my wife's head.
I swear they play this like the same maybe half dozen commercials over and over again. Okay, third period's about to start.
Florida's motorcycle players qualified for minor service. And by Mike's amazing official mayo and mustard of the Florida Panthers. Get a look at our second period stats sponsored by your South Florida Hyundai dealers. Pretty even in that second period, but you see the high danger chances. Panthers really limiting that. Along with only 3 odd man rushers doing the job defensively, as they really have for a long stretch here in front of the goaltenders. And when Sergei Bobrovsky's needed to be there, he's been there. Our drive to the finish is sponsored by Lexus.
Yeah, and the Panthers have limited the Detroit Red Wings those high danger chances, but when they get that puck on the stick, Detroit, Sergei Bobrovsky made 17 saves in this game so far, looking for his 33rd win on the season. Look at how he challenges those shooters. Here's Tarasenko. Another shot from in the high slot. Bobrovsky has been quick. He's been on his toes. He's challenging the shooters. And so far, he has been outstanding. Don't sleep on Sergei Bobrovsky, and his third period is usually his best. Here's the career ranks versus all teams in the NHL and against the Detroit Red Wings. Look at all the number ones right there. Wins, goals against average, the shutouts in his career. He has dominated the Red Wings his whole career. You see how he's getting all set up. Yeah, the scoring chances off the cycle for the Panthers was...
All right, so the third period is starting in just a few seconds.
His first as a Florida Panther. Panthers had 10 chances off the cycle, and that just shows that they had to...
Let's finish this now.
Marchand got one of the biggest cheers for a first Panther goal I can remember in this building. His first regular season goal at Amerant Bank Arena since 2019 when he did that for the Bruins against the Panthers in the same month of both. And he has really looked good with Lundell and Luostarinen.
So
Less than a week to go in the regular season.
Special attention here for the Panthers. We started this third period. This Detroit number 1 line.
Markov knocks it away from DeBrincat. Nicholas there. Gets it ahead.
Okay, so
He took a hit from Sider. Markov popped back up and took a look back to see what
Reinhart couldn't hang on to the puck.
Markov didn't like that.
Lundell with the steal, but it will roll away from him.
Red Wings holding out all hope against reality to try to make the playoffs, but any loss is extremely damaging. They're hanging on by, well, if there's something skinnier than a thread, that's what they're hanging on by.
Yeah, as we talked about at the start of this broadcast, after they made the coaching change.
How about hanging on by a hair? The Red Wings are hanging on by a hair from here.
Yeah.
Simon says Demidov is officially here. Is that what a prospect for the Canadiens?
Yeah. He's another good young player.
Marchand with Lundell couldn't hang on to that. Now Forsling with the puck. Lusterainen with the puck. Now it rolls all the way around to Boquist. He passes to Sturm. Sturm with the puck. Schmidt, glove saved by Cam Talbot.
It looks like in all likelihood it will be the Panthers and Lightning in the first round, and there's Detroit in that whole group barely hanging on mathematically.
Yeah, Buffalo's in to play the Panthers on Saturday night. This Detroit team goes in to play the Tampa Bay Lightning. Divisional games, as it always is in the next couple of weeks.
One thing the Panthers know, and I know a lot of chatter, media, fans, matchups. The Panthers want to be as healthy as possible, as fresh as possible.
Rodriguez with some speed, but his shot is slowed down and then stopped by Talbot. Secure your suites today. I can't imagine how expensive a suite for the playoffs.
Right.
4 years in the postseason in this building, and another spring of playoff action to come. We'll have the entire first round for you right here on Script Sports, and also the last 3 games of the regular season after tonight.
No stick with the puck.
They're trying to do the
Schmidt, that puck deflected.
win it back to back. Any team is positioned to do it. They've got as good a shot as anyone, that's for sure. 2.5 gone by, third period. Panthers struck 3 times in the second. Rodriguez, Samoskevich, and Marchand.
Let's see. Greer with the puck, but he has to race for it. Now it goes the other way. Looks like no stick in Forsling. Now Forsling will just wait for his line mates to change. Look at that speed Samoskevich moves with. Samoskevich, Reinhardt, and Barkov.
Oh.
Forsling with the puck.
Barkov.
Barkov, he ran out of space, and he still tried. Forsling, it went right back to Reinhardt and then got deflected in the air. Then, and Balinskis had an awkward slip.
I don't think he can skate. Is he okay? All right. He was looking at his skate blade like maybe there was something wrong.
Comfort with the steal. But now it's going over to where Marchand is. Marchand's unable to get it far enough for us to get the clear.
Okay, Bubba.
Balinskis took the stick out of Comfort's hand. 15:51 to go in the third.
Alexander Barkov, look at the reach. Protects the puck. And
Damn it.
the stick was in the way. Talbot, the veteran, 37 years old. He has seen that movie before. And then in front of the Panthers net, there's Balinskis. Oh, there's a little slap there by Confer, and Balinskis wasn't in favor of that. Get the sticks on the glove.
All right, so 15:51 to go in the third. Let's see. Stern with the puck.
No icing?
Guess not.
I don't remember having any icings today.
Yeah.
Am I the only one? I don't remember any icings so far in this game.
I thought Detroit had iced it at some points.
Maybe
but
one. Reflected out.
upcoming schedule.
That's it.
Saturday at home against Buffalo. Monday 7 against the Rangers, and then Tuesday 7 to. So many back-to-backs to end the year. Oh my God, the schedule makers hated us.
Yep.
Hopefully, by the time of that Tampa Bay game, we are in a position to maybe get home ice advantage.
And most likely, it'll just be a meaningless game.
So we'll see if it matters, and they know they're going to play each other again.
Oh.
Best out of 7 a few days later. We'll see what Paul Maurice and Jake coach John Cooper decide to do. You know, with all the battles over the years, I'm not sure, Randy, there's really any more messages to send or anything like that. I mean, that thing is going to be...
Well, it depends on what lineups the coach will put out onto the ice.
Let's see.
The Panthers are the
No sig. Oh, he nearly had it. But Calvert stretched and got the save.
All I know is if they need in the first round, that thing will be like a Stanley Cup final from an intensity standpoint and from a talent standpoint. And you do wonder, Bulls, you look at, Point, Kucherov, Gensler top line, the Barkov type line. Do you think it'll be the depth players that maybe decide that series where the big guys kind of canceling each other out?
It has. So
Puck out of play.
series is between those two.
Colin says empty the nets, Red Wings.
There's a good chance here by Nosek. Oh, just couldn't tuck it away.
Over 145 years of helping fuel miniature milestones and big moments. Because goodness comes in many flavors.
Wakey. Huh?
At Firestone Complete Auto Care, we hold our service to the highest standard.
We are winning 3-1, and Marchand scored.
I know. Now we're only allowed to score 1 goal in the next game because we're only allowed 2 per game.
You got your pickle glazed sandwich. You got your fried pickles. Pickle glazed wings and what? Pickle lemonade?
No pickle lemonade.
Love that pickle from Popeye.
No.
Cello. It's actually pronounced cello.
Amateur, you held the gun to my wife's head. You have the wrong person. Hey, Max. I have exactly the right person. The Amateur is one of the most exciting swipe winners in years. Came off the board. He's smart. Get out alive.
All right, here we are.
What happened to the sound?
What happened to the sound? Here we go.
And we go back.
And the newest Florida Panther, Brett Marchand, he's one of the goal scorers of this game.
Tonight, the Luosterainen Lundell Marchand line has a goal, assist, 2 shots, and a +3 rating.
That's the line.
It's beautiful. +3 rating.
Reinhardt is their winger for a run to the cup. Tarasenko is their winger for a run to the cup, and now maybe Brad Marchand.
Everybody is played with Lundell and Wistrin. Rodriguez has played there, and Samuskevich. But the constant is Lundell and Wistrin. They just play off each other.
Kate says we're doing pretty good with these fill-ins too. A sign of things to come, methinks.
Yeah.
Okay. Marchand's gave it away. Now Luosterainen. Here we go. It's the third line again. It is glorious. No, wait. This is the second line.
No, it's Lindell, Marchand.
No, but it is the second. In this line.
Game, it's the second line, yeah.
Because there's no Bennett or Kachuk or Verhaeghe.
Right.
And he works it around the boards for Marchand. Check by Sider. Panthers have only allowed 3 shots on goal.
Ovechkin scored a power play goal. 896. It's not the same.
No, it's not the same.
Although if he hits goal number 900, that would be hilarious. Oh, Derek says Strome scored, not Ovi.
Oh,
damn it. Jackets take the leads, and Islanders scored a goal. Yay, Islanders. You're no longer being shut out. And also good on the Jackets for finding a way to take a lead against, checks notes, the Sabres.
Yeah, the Sabres, they're doing their annual win the last 10 games of the year routine.
Yeah. If only they hadn't lost 13 in a row earlier in the year.
Right.
I'm sure it's harder. I think it's harder to lose 13 in a row than it is to win 13 in a row.
Yeah. That's a lot. Oh. Uh-oh. Nope.
AJ Greer slams it off the glass to center. Gadget's trying to find it, but it was bouncing around in his skates.
All right. Balinskis and
tackled.
They crashed into the boards and fell onto each other, basically. Lundell able to get the shot off, saved by Talbot. Cade says Buffalo needs to stop doing that. There's a reason they missed so many playoffs. I feel horrible for their fans, truly.
Yep. But at least they're not the Bills. At least they don't get all that hope every year about making it to the Super Bowl and then losing at the last minute.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing Dolphins fans have to look forward to anymore is Bills not being able to do it either.
Yeah. This is going to be a bad season.
I wonder what our hit rates on the 10 draft picks we have will be.
We'll trade them all for a couple of often injured offensive linemen and a linebacker coming off of an Achilles.
Panthers just giving Detroit absolutely no space.
We are over halfway through the periods now.
Okay.
And they get it deep again.
Obviously, Maurice has made it clear no more goals are allowed for us to score.
Reinhardt pressuring the puck. Hall moves it ahead. Kane brings it back. Takes a look. Shoots. Bobrovsky to stop.
Bob makes the save. Jones trying to move the puck along. Barkov does get the clear.
Panthers more than content with this. Keep it 5-on-5. Keep it simple. Let that clock roll.
Reinhardt with the puck.
We're just playing keep away at this point.
Forsling starts ahead. Rodriguez deflected it all the way down.
Sturm now with the puck. Has to leave it back for Boquist. Boquist over to Forsling. Forsling sends it high.
Sat out one game against Detroit Sunday, and since then, every puck has gone towards the net of the opponent against Toronto the other night and tonight. Such a good team player sacrifices some of that offense for the good of the team. The defensive end. You gotta love it.
Now Gadjo pursues the puck. Can we get a steal out of that? We do. But it goes where there are no Panthers besides Greer. Gadjo, Greer, Nosek are all over there. Leaving only the defenseman to go get the puck. Okay, now third line out there. Or excuse me, the Lundell, Lusterine, and Marchand line out there.
Scoops it up. Ian Jones on the ice for the Panthers, closing in on 7 minutes to go.
Closing in on 7 minutes to go. And that puck went too far for Lundell. That puck is still in.
A little sloppy there by Watson, who really hasn't played much tonight for the Red Wings. Sider walks it out to center. They've got to dump in, and Bobrovsky.
Bob chooses to glove it with 6:40 to go.
This period is exactly.
Let's see. So, Chicago. Let's see.
Over 145 years of helping.
Chicago has a 4-1 lead over Boston. The Blue Jackets have taken 3-2 leads. 3-2 leads over Buffalo with 9-11 to go in the third. The Hurricanes and Capitals are tied at 2 late in the second. And the Rangers are beating the Islanders 5-1 at the end of the second. Jets beating Stars 2-0.
You held the gun to my wife's head. You have the wrong person. I have exactly the right person.
Kansas City Chiefs fan says you guys need coffee.
It's too late in the game now. Kyle's been drinking alcohol. If I have coffee now, I'll be up till midnight.
Midnight.
basically every night doing it.
Yeah, he just makes it look so easy. Good stab, Forsling. Look at he just breaks up that 2-on-1.
Trey says, "We are roaring back, baby. Only down one."
Oh, Trey's still in it, eh?
Trey, what do you need to?
Were you smart and put Sam Miskevich back in?
Yes, tell me you put Samo back in. Dietrich says this puck possession is on point.
Forsling gets to it. Raymond blocked that. Forsling will try again, but it's grabbed out in front now. Forsling gets the clear to center. They've started the wave
Whoop.
here at Amarin Bank Arena with the Panthers having this game.
I wonder if Detroit's going to empty the net.
He's the only defenseman in the NHL that has over 10 goals that doesn't have a
6:01 to go in the third. Hey, Dana, thank you for the 5.
Hey, thank you, Dana. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dana. Much appreciated.
His play, one of the top defensemen in the NHL. You ask every general manager, and they would love to have
Trey says, "No, I don't have Samo anymore.
Oh,
Matchup goes through Sunday. We would like Winnipeg to win. He has Otter, and we want Utah to lose."
hey,
Whoa!
there's a goal.
Who scored that?
Who was that? Was it Jones? Jones, I guess.
Have to wait.
Unless it was deflected, or then maybe it was Barkov. So Barkov gets number 20.
Yeah, Barkov.
Barkov back to Jones. And then
Yep, Barkov deflected that.
Yep.
Barkov deflected the shot from Seth Jones.
Right.
And that's not a high stick.
No, he's good. All right. And Barkov finally has 20.
Barkov got his 20th goal of the year. Woohoo! Time to drink.
Time to drink.
Four
I
goals.
guess they won't be empty in the net now.
Yeah. 4 goals on 28 shots. Literally a goal every 7 shots.
Yeah.
Colin says he can't believe it's not 2-1. Kate says, "What in the hell is going on here? This isn't the playoffs yet. Chill." Trey says, "Mackey would be nice to have tonight, though. Not going to lie, he's in line for the game-winning goal bonus."
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah, the Flames are the only team in the West not in a playoff spot that are technically still alive. It would require an absolute collapse by either the Blues or Wilds. Especially if it's the Wild. Silva says, "Pinch me, I'm dreaming."
Man, we scored 4 goals.
4 unanswered goals. And there's 4:44 left in the third period.
Because goodness comes in many flavors. Bring it on good.
So that's another goal for the top line.
Yeah.
Because Samo scored earlier.
Yeah.
Vitalik says 4 goals. Paul is pissed.
He's not going to be happy. Everybody that scored a goal tonight is going to have to sit against the Sabres.
Trey says, "If Jets hold on against Stars, Preds beat Utah, Vegas beat Seattle, and the Avs beat Vancouver, all actually have a pretty nice leads."
Gotcha.
Jari says, "Guys, don't tell Swacky."
Yeah, right?
As soon as he's not playing. But all the other top guys are playing besides Bennett and Kachuk
and
Ekblad and Kulikov.
Yeah, exactly.
The 3% IRA match on retirement contributions. Once they discover their privileges are no longer exclusive,
I just am very curious to see exactly what condition Kachuk is going to be in.
Alexander Barkov deflects home the insurance goal to make it 4-1, and there's a look at
Consecutive 20-plus goal seasons. Barkov just tied Scheifele and Kucherov for
Look at
10.
Ovechkin.
Ovechkin 20.
20.
Marchand's 12. OV 20.
That's just ridiculous.
Jason Todd says, Maurice post-game. Yeah, I didn't like our game. A little loose on defense and careless with the puck tonight.
Yeah.
Trey says, Hawks up 4-2 on Boston. It's glorious. Although that's just helping Boston get a better draft lottery pick. So no, bad Hawks. Canada Ball says hello and also says, Red Wings are cooked.
Yeah, they're cooked.
Yeah, they ran out of that boost they got from sending Lalonde to the moon. Was short-lived.
Yeah.
Caps just took the lead against the Canes. It was not Ovi. So less than 4 minutes to go. They had a 1-goal lead. They had a 1-0 lead against both the Panthers and Canadiens, and both of us scored 4 unanswered goals. That's what Canada Ball is saying.
Gotcha.
4-2 Caps. That one wasn't Ovi either.
Oh.
Forsling shoots. Talbot makes the save with 3:11 to go.
I hope Ekblad coming back doesn't screw up Forsling being so offensive now. If he was on the power play, he'd have 20 goals.
Dowd got the Caps to lead in. 30 seconds later, Tom Wilson with another goal.
Jeez.
Balinskis with the puck now. That is cleared. So we're just playing keep away right now. Now Gadjo going into the zone, but the puck got away from him.
2.5 left. What was that?
That was a giveaway, but the Red Wings could not capitalize it. Rosado says hello.
Hey, Rosado. Oh.
Henderson says, did anyone see Bennington try to decapitate Corey Perry last night? Sadly, he failed. Panthers iced
the icing
with 2:05. Panthers defensemen have had 6 assists tonight, which is the most since April 6, 2023. It's literally been over 2 years since the Panthers defenseman had this many points in a game. SoFlo says Panthers were just lending our juju to the Gators for their championship run. But now we got our swagger back. .156 to go in the third.
day, make sure the guys that have any bumps or bruises, Paul Maurice is going to rest them. There's just really no reason to overplay anybody. 7 games.
1:56 to go in the third. The Panthers have reached 30 shots on goal and winning 4-1.
We'll carry that for you. Right around 6 o'clock, couple of ticks before on the broadcast here.
Now, this is important, Panthers. Do not do what the Stars did against Vancouver.
How dare you even suggest that?
Wings were 2-0 this year against the Panthers, which has been very rare for the Panthers over a long time. Dominated the series.
Don't do that to Bob's save percentage.
Boquist collided with an
He's
enemy.
got verhigeitis. He can't even skate anymore.
Greer with the puck in the final minutes of play. Greer looked for that wraparound and then Nosek. Greer backhanded
what a shot.
and Nosek nearly scored.
Oh, how did he not do it? He had room.
Nosek.
No, wait. No, I thought it went in. Oh, my God. That was 2 times I thought it was in. I'm going blind.
Hey, Amanda, thank you for the 5.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you, Amanda. She says, Kyle, buy a computer for your dad.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
You owe me a jersey, a computer, and a pancake griddle. Thank you, Amanda.
Hot Dog says, how do you choke a 3-goal lead in under a minute? I don't know. Ask the Stars.
It was the defenseman, I think.
Yeah.
Whoever 20 is.
Rough stuff out in front of the Detroit bench.
Yeah, Greer's going to get the only penalty.
Greer's getting the roughing and the misconduct
What? The dude cross-checked him. Whatever.
Well, Greer went like this into the bench.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Greer was.
It's like, come on, there's 20 seconds left, Rev. Just.
What jersey do I owe him? Well,
the Forsling reverse retro.
Yeah, Dad is under the perpetual delusion that
he told me I was gonna get it for Christmas the year they came out, and I'm still waiting for it.
Did I say that?
Yes, you did. It was supposed to be my Christmas present.
So I was just going to shell out. Wow, Bob saved that?
Yeah.
Henderson says, dude, that Dallas Vancouver finish was DeBoer's entire career in summary. Trey says, at least he got you the robe. Yeah.
That's a good point.
I don't think I've ever seen you wear that robe.
I did. I wore it in one of the videos that you don't watch the videos anymore. So there. Oh, shit. Don't give up a goal with like a second left.
Don't worry.
All right.
2 points.
All right.
2 points in consecutive games.
I know, and we scored.
And Maurice,
he just third.
He just passed Barry Trotz.
Yep.
In most wins by a head, third most wins all time by a head coach.
Okay. All right. All right.
So the
won't be long.
Panthers win 4-1. I might switch over to Blue Jackets and Sabres.
Okay.
Amanda, thank you for another 5. Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you.
She says, Kyle gives slight jabs to Jaws. It's okay. Got rats in the chat. Rats on the ice. It's beautiful. 2 more points. Cades, the palm tree retro. That jersey is fire.
Firing a few rats at him. There it is. There's another rat.
Hey, Trey, dos puntos. Thank you for the 2, Trey. Thank you. Thank you. Essential player of the game, Brad Marchand. A hit, a blocked shot, one shot on goal, and a goal. Yeah, it was a good game. Yeah, nice win with 1 point tomorrow for the Habs, the Wings, and the Rangers and the Islanders. Or, excuse me, at least the Red Wings would be out. Hey, Cade, pizza time. Thank you, Cade, for the 2. Thank you, Cade. And Jameson, thank you for the 279. Thank you, Jameson. You all are awesome. Let's see, yeah. That game triggered the entire city of Toronto into fits of Bruins PTSD. So, yeah, the Panthers win. And there's the first star. Brad Marchand is first star for the Panthers. What a night. What a good night for the Panthers fans at home. Oh, they're interviewing Marchand. I'll have to listen to this.
Can you share with us a little bit about that?
I don't think I had a choice in that. They're just bullying me. But we're having fun, and when you win games, it's fun comes out in many ways. Part of it.
Speaking of winning, you were a huge part in tonight's win. You told us when you got to Florida a month ago that you feel rejuvenated with this opportunity. How rejuvenated do you feel after finding the back of the net for your first goal as a Florida Panther?
Yeah, it's obviously nice to score, but it's just great to be such of a part of such an incredible team. They have such a great culture in the room, and everybody's such an incredible guy. Very fortunate to be part of this team, and really excited to go on around here.
What makes this group so
Firing rats and Marshy has to be the funniest NHL tradition of all time.
Yeah, when you are part of a locker room that we have, it doesn't come often. And when you're around for a while, you see how few opportunities you have to be part of an incredible, special group. And we have that right now. And you don't want to waste those opportunities. And you can tell just the way they prepare every day, how they recover, how they take care of themselves. They're in it to win it. And it's special to be part of.
You've been playing on a line here for the last couple of games with Anton Lundell and Toulouse to run. And what have you liked about the chemistry you've been able to establish?
They're awesome guys. I just love that every time Lundy's on the ice, all the girls are screaming. They're both great players. We have a lot of fun, and we're part of that chemistry right now.
Have you learned any chirps and finish?
McKinnon might sit until the playoffs. Yeah. Well, there's going to be plenty. There's a lot of teams that will probably be sitting players as the playoffs are just a few games away now. Yeah, the Blackhawks beat the Bruins 5-2. And it looks like the Blue Jackets won against the Sabres 3-2 in regulation. And the Rangers are still beating the Islanders 5-1 early in the third. Capitals beating the Hurricanes 4-2 at the end of the second. Winnipeg beating the Stars 2-0 at the end of the second.
These people of privilege hoarding the financial advantages for far too long. Look at them, unaware that
It's
Robinhood Gold members now enjoy the VIP treatment. The 3% IRA match on retirement contributions. Once they discover their privileges are no longer exclusive, their fragile reality will plunge into disarray.
The Stanley Cup Playoffs Bracket Challenge is back. And now it's time to take your shot.
Amanda asks how sick does it make Bruins fans that Marshy scored for the Panthers, and Henderson says they're already sick that Montreal's making the playoffs.
Do you use a loan service?
Absolutely not. I have you.
Delete all services scam. Nobody's gonna pay attention to your lawn like you do. I know what I'm
Yeah, Blue Jackets won and Rangers are up 5-1. Both are staying alive. Well, this was just a bad night for Red Wings fans, wasn't it?
Welcome to our Florida Panthers post-game show here on Scripps Sports. Scoring 4 unanswered goals to win it by a final of 4-1. Brad Marchand netting his first as a Cat tonight. What a moment in this game. And then the Captains.
So yeah, later tonight, the Golden Knights are playing against the Kraken and the Kings are playing against the Ducks.
Yes, it was the Detroit Red Wings who were able to score first in this game, but overall, it was the Florida Panthers who were able to dominate.
And after that first goal, you see Detroit really didn't have much. You know, the Panthers right from top to bottom in all three zones. The offensive zone obviously creating the offense, but in the neutral zone, really tracking hard, turning all the defense to hold the blue line. To either turn the puck over or force the dump in, the Panthers did an excellent job on their exits here tonight. They started the play going in transition. Well-played game here tonight by the Cats.
I tell you what, Paul Maurice has found something with Brad Marchand, Anton Lundell.
Trey says, I got a goal from DeBrincat, an assist from Larkin. It was a good Red Wings night for me. That's good to hear, Trey. Yeah, with the Detroit loss tonight, Montreal has a chance to eliminate 3 teams tomorrow with a single point.
Okay.
All right. Woohoo! What a fun!
I forgot how to count that high.
1, 2, 3.
I definitely didn't know what hit after 3.
Yeah, it says something that as the year winds down, I think the Flames have a better chance of stealing that last wild card spot in the West.
Right.
But Rodriguez and Barkov jokingly hits Marchand with rats.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because now he finally got his goal. So good stuff.
Hey, Amanda, thank you for the 5.
Hey, thank you, Amanda. Thank you. What's she saying?
Jaws, be real. What is your feeling on playing the Lightning with all of our players being rusty?
I don't think it's going to be any kind of an issue. Kulikov's going to get on the ice before the playoffs. You put Kulikov with Forsling while Ekblad's out and put Schmidt back down. You're talking about veteran guys. I don't think anybody's going to be real rusty. Kachuk is the question mark, honestly. What exactly is he going to be able to give us? You know, can you use that, Kyle? I just said this in the recap, I just really I can't get a good grip on if Kachuk's just going to go out there half-assed and still kind of be hurt, or if he's just ready to go and they've just been real tight-lipped about, because they can't, with putting him on an LTIR, they have to kind of act like they don't know if he's going to come back or not. But I wouldn't be overly worried about the rust. If we start off in Tampa, split the first 2 games and get Ekblad back, and I think we'll be fine. Ekblad has come back from injury plenty of times. I can't remember really seeing him be rusty. And I think for like Bennett, he's been playing the whole year. So I think any rust we won't notice it because they'll be so fresh. You know what I mean? I feel better about the team than I did 2 weeks ago. That's for sure. It was good to see Marchand score a goal. And if we could just clone Samoskevich and put him on the left side of all the lines, that's it. It's really every line he ends up on, he drives the other players to play at a higher level. Not that Barkov and Reinhart need the help, but it's just good to have that kid out there on the ice. Give him a night off. What's that?
That's Amanda, who I think just accidentally super chatted $5 twice.
Thank you again, Amanda.
Thank you, Amanda.
Did you say the same exact thing?
Yeah, thank you, Amanda.
Thank you, Amanda. Your super chat went through twice.
Amanda says,
we appreciate that.
I think everybody will bet on Chucky being banged up, which means Panthers in 6.
Yeah. I just wonder, when are we going to see him practice? Like, that's the big question. Is like, we're a week away here, right?
Yeah.
We're basically a week away, 8-9 days, and he's not out there practice. I just don't understand, unless Kevin Weeks was full of crap, right? Because we haven't heard that from the Panthers organization. We heard it from Weeks saying that what he was told was that he'd be ready for game 1, barring a setback. We haven't heard that from the Panthers, but maybe they can't say that. Maybe they're worried about the LTIR, how it would look and everything. So for all we know, the dude won't practice and he'll, go out there game 1. I mean, he went out there with a broken sternum. So you never know. I have no trust that just because he's out there on the ice means he's healthy and ready to go. You know what I mean?
So
because he went out there in the championship game at the Four Nations too. And he shouldn't have been out there. They should have held him back. So, go ahead,
so I just wanted to rapid fire some comments.
Yeah, go ahead.
Simon says 6-1 Rangers.
Jeez.
Joe Kerr asks, do you think Vanacek gets another game? Maybe we start him against the Rangers because they'll probably be eliminated by that point.
I kind of was thinking he was going to get 2 more games.
Well, you either start him against the Rangers or you start him against the Sabres.
To be honest, here's the thing: if Tampa wins 2 more games, if they win their next 2 games, we cannot get second place. And at that point, hell, I'd bring up Kakinen and give Vanacek 1 game and Kakinen the other, and just let Bob rest. Like, why throw Bob out there in a completely meaningless game on the eve of the playoffs? I mean, I know you don't want Bob to get too rusty, but, you don't want to throw him out there against Tampa in a meaningless game, the last game of the season. I don't think that's smart. I think you should rest as many guys as you possibly can if that's the case. Because as soon as Tampa gets 4 points, it's over. And they may not even need 4. They might only need 3. but definitely 4.
Strafossi says Schmidt looked good tonight. And Henderson says if Kachuk's hurt, Lilleberg will try to Mortal Kombat style finish him.
Yeah. You never know how Chucky's going to let himself out there. So, all right, everybody. Appreciate all the support. Thank you for all the super chats. I'll be live tomorrow at noon, and then we'll take tomorrow night off, and then we'll be back at it Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. Lots of series previews during the week next week, and then we'll be covering at least the 2 series. We'll be covering the Panthers series, we'll be covering the Leafs series, and then if we can work in any Western Conference games in between, depending on the schedule, I'd like to maybe do a Kings Oilers game. I'd like to be able to do one of those, maybe a Vegas game if we can get to it or not. So, all right. Appreciate all the support. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'll see you mañana.
All right. Good night, everyone.